All right, everybody, we're back. Couple things to talk to you guys about real quick. I had the casino in Las Vegas approve me. Well, they were basically approving me. And I had the worst possible thing that could possibly have happened, where they decided that they cannot allow me to film. And I could not believe it. I was shocked because out of all of my videos that I've made over the last year and a half, I had one video that I made that was "Do Casinos Cheat?" And in that video, I mentioned that the MGM and Caesar's Palace are known for cheating in some scenarios, which is a fact, by the way. It is a fact. So I told the truth. But the problem is that when this particular casino looked at my YouTube channel, of all of the 400 videos, they picked the one video that was titled "Do Casinos Cheat?" to review. And in that, they heard that. And we're talking about they're in Las Vegas. So, because listen, Las Vegas, let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest. Las Vegas is not the same. They have all this competition across America, and a lot of the tourists is down because they're gambling at their local facilities, okay? Like, my local facility is the Hard Rock, and I praise them all the time because they're so ethical. And I'm going to do what I need to do to work out a deal with them. They've already given me permission to film, but I'm very limited to what I can film. But I know for a fact that I can get it done with them. So I'm going to have to go that route. But what I was going to say is that these casinos in Las Vegas, a lot of them are becoming run down because they're not making as much money as they used to make. And a lot of them struggle. And when that happens, a lot of the perks and the things that used to make Las Vegas great have deteriorated. A lot of the places are not as, they're not as well kept up. Now, I never said anything negative about this particular casino. But I totally understand. You can't approve somebody that said something negative about Las Vegas casinos. So it makes sense. I should have put that one video on private. I didn't think about it. And of all of the videos, they watched the one video that would cause a problem. So that's my luck on that. So anyway, I'll move on and get things done that I need to get done. In life, guys, you always have challenges. And if you want to succeed in life, you can't be somebody who just gives up. You always have to fight, for what you're doing or what you have passion for. Okay? Because the truth is, I am a really good person to have to film videos for a casino. There's no ifs or buts about it. It's just unfortunate of what happened. I was really looking forward to that. So I've got a couple other things that I'll seek, and I'll get something to happen here shortly. It's not going to change, my plans of travel and all that kind of stuff, but I'll fill you guys in as I do it. All right, now we have a change. We do have a change. I got to fill you guys in on something that's caused the CRAPS playoffs to tilt in a different direction. So let me explain something. I had a private training last night. In the training last night, Monkey Boo did horrible. It did horrible. I realized that it really struggles with a 7. Monkey Boo is so vulnerable when you're throwing a lot of early 7s, or you're throwing, the come out 5 or 9, because we lay the 5 and 9 on Monkey Boo. Monkey Boo a lot of times is going to get you $100, $200, $300 profit. A lot of times. Matter of fact, more times than you will fail. The issue that I'm seeing with Monkey Boo is that if you lose where you have that horrible day with the 7s, it's going to really affect your profits that you've won on the system. So it actually lost because I was laddering up and laddering up and laddering up, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Everything that you could imagine could possibly go wrong was going wrong. It was one of those sessions where you just couldn't believe that this was actually happening. And I know it's only one loss, but I'm very, very strict when it comes to crap strategies. I am very strict. I do not promote systems that will make your bankroll disappear. I will not do it. I will not sell out. I will not show you mediocre strategies on this channel. You have my word on that. So if something is wrong with a strategy, I am not going to show it. I don't care if it's my strategy. I don't care if it's somebody else's strategy. If somebody's strategy has an issue, I'm going to point out exactly what the problem is with it from practice. Practice over and over and over. So, Monkey Boo is going to get 3rd place. I have brought in Pump and Dump to take its place. Pump and Dump has not lost once. It never lost. I struggled on one session with it that made me remove it. But it did not lose. It did not lose. Monkey Boo lost. So therefore, I'm going to go with the Don't Pass Press against Pump and Dump, the new Pump and Dump. Okay? I also did, through my practice, Pump and Dump went against the Headless Horseman strategy, which is John's strategy. And I did that the best of 10. I didn't record it. I just filmed it. I just played it. And Pump and Dump outperformed his system. His system actually ended up with an $1,800 loss. I'm just being honest with you. So I knew that system had too many vulnerabilities in it. There are a lot of times that system will do good. I am not putting that down. But again, in the long run, you're not going to be able to make a living with it. Not if you don't modify it. I tried to modify it. I really screwed up because I'm not a come player. I do not bet the come bets. You'll never see me bet come bets, guys. It's just not my style. If the math doesn't make sense for me to do it, I'm not doing it. Sure, a lot of times you're going to get that early 7 and it's going to look like a dream. But in the long run, it's not for me. And because I can't block it out when I need to, like I thought I could, and that was, foolish on my part, because I thought that the 4s and 10s, I thought the box numbers kept paying double, on the 4 and 10. And it didn't. And I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. What am I doing? So, hey, we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. It's just a shame. It was kind of embarrassing for me, I'm going to be honest with you, for being such a top player. Sometimes, like I told you guys, when I'm mixing up all these different strategies, even I can get confused, I get confused a lot of times when I'm rolling out and talking, whether it's paying out something wrong or not seeing something. So when I watch it back, I'm like, how did I even do that? Like, am I that, like, how is that? I would get fired if I was a dealer. I would get fired the first day. I am horrible when it comes to dealing. I will miss things that I can't even believe that I missed. Man, love warm coffee in the morning. It's really early. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so I got Sweet Peas over here on the other side of the table, and she's playing with this toy. Like, it's not a toy, but she's making it into a toy. Or he is. It's too cute. You guys, I would love to film this for you guys right here. This is funny. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go and do pump and dump versus the don't pass press. It's actually called the don't pass press regress, okay? I've actually made it into a baccarat strategy as well, and it works really good. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with the don't pass press. Okay, I'm going to start with 50 bucks. I'm not going to hedge it. Here we go. Okay, we're going to have a 4. Point is a 4. And there's a 7. Like that quick. Okay, when you win on the don't pass press, you press your bet. Okay, so now you have 100 on there and you're going to go. Okay, there's another 4 back to back. Okay, and there's a 5, a 2, and there's a 7. Okay, so we started with 5,000 like we always do, okay? So you're going to pay me 100, okay? I'm going to go ahead and press it. Now, guys, you don't have to press that. When you've already won, remember, you started with 50, okay? So you've already doubled your money, all right? You could go ahead and put that in your rack and just put a quarter. And because this system, if you lose, you do not go up. So if you lost a quarter, you go back to a quarter. If you lose 3 times in a row, you go up 1 unit. You have to remember the rules. Now what I'm going to do, hey, this is the way I look at this system. This is why I love this system. In my opinion, this is the best system. I think that this is the number 1 system. Okay, that's just my opinion, and we're about to find out. But what I love about this system is you have total control over it. So, for example, you got 200 here now. You're pressing your wins. The bottom line is you only have $50 invested. That's it. If you win this one roll, if you win 3 times in a row, you literally will have turned $50 into $400. Okay, here we go. Okay, what is going on? That is the third 4 point. That is crazy. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's a 9. How sick would have that been if that was a 7? Okay, there's a 12. 11. 7, guys. We just turned $50 into $400. You get 200 bucks. All right, let's talk about this. There's your 50. That's what you've earned already in literally what, like 3 minutes? Okay, now it's not always going to happen that way. What happens with this strategy, this is what I absolutely love. It's the way we play it is genius, okay? Like, so for example, who was it that had another don't pass? It was, who the hell was it? Somebody had another don't pass, Ken over there. He had a don't pass that does the spread. He calls it the don't pass spread, and he actually said it won, okay? All right, now I don't like the don't pass spread. I don't like it. Like, there's no way the don't pass spread is going to beat the don't pass press. There's just no way. No way. The math tells me everything I need to know. It's not even a debate. I would bet $10,000 that this beats it every single time in the long run, always. Okay, here's the thing. What happens is that when you start with this 50 and you lose, let's say you lose this 50. When you lose the 50, now you're going back with another 50 and you lose that 50. And now you're going back with another 50 and you lose that 50. And now you're going and raising it 1 unit. So it goes to 75. And you lose that 75. Then you're going back with 75. And then you lose that 75. And then you're going back with 100. And you lose that 100. Then you're going back with 100 and you win. Now you're pressing it to 200 and you win. And now you have 400. And you're going to cash that into your jar because you're going to restart over at either 25. If you lose the 25, you go to 25. You win, you go to 50, because you're pressing it. You win again, you go into 100 because you're pressing it. You win, now you got 200 and you rack it. So when you get in a losing streak, you have to go ahead and rack after you win a press. Okay, if you win the press, you got to rack it because you have to always focus on getting the money back first before you start pressing this. But in our particular case, like today, when we started with 50, we had nothing to lose. We won 50 here. We pressed the 100, and then we had 100. And now we had this new 100. We pressed this 100 and this 100, which is 200, and now we got 400. So right now you would cash out already, and you had a successful session. So now the other way you have to look at it is you started with $50 and you have a chance to be up $800. $800 if you get one more win. If you don't, you're only losing $50. So you have to ask yourself, when you have the casino in these type of situations, do you invest $50 to make 100? Do you invest $50 to make 800? Hell yeah, you do. Hell yeah, you do. Unless this is your own money right here. If this is your own money, you are to take that profit, put it in a jar, come back and start at a quarter and do it again. This goes in your jar at home, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead. That's a victory for the don't pass press. We'll go ahead and pocket the money, okay? Now, just for fun, we'll see if we would have won the 800, okay? Just for fun, okay? Here we go. Okay, it's a 5-point. If we throw a 7, we would have won. And it's a 7, guys. We would have just had $800 that fast from a $50 investment. Okay? All right, guys. So you got the little secret of the don't pass press. It's the champion one. It's just too good. Okay, pump and dump, I like a lot. I like pump and dump because you protect it. I love pump and dump. The new pump and dump is amazing, okay? We start with $100, okay? We're going to get $100 gone. We do not go up on the first one or anything like that, okay? Okay, we got a 6-point, okay? Okay, with pump and dump, boom, $5 on a 5. And we hit a 5, okay? Every time you get a hit on pump and dump, you come down. Okay, they're going to pay you $35 for that, right? All right, now you've got 2 choices, okay? Now here's what I would do. When you have a dangerous point here. You already won 35, right? All you got to do, guys, is put $60 on the 6, or I'm sorry, $90. I'm sorry, $90 on the 6. Okay, so you can't lose now. You're going to keep that $35. You're going to keep it. So some of you guys, you could put 60 here, but the problem with 60, if you throw the 6, it's only going to pay 70 and you lose back 30, which means that you're not going to make anything on the shooter. So I would rather break even here and keep the 35. Why would I want to go against the 6? There you go. That's my point exactly. Why would I want to risk my $35? That's the whole purpose of pump and dump. It's a grinding bankroll builder system, okay? These are the type of systems that put $5,000 in your rack over time. Okay, so what happens? You hit the 6, it washes out what you earn over there. So you get to keep all the money, and you're just going to go ahead and do it again. So right now, you're down on the session because you lost that 100 on the don't pass, but you'll get it back. Okay, you're going to lose another 100. Now, on today's video, what am I looking for? We're not protecting it with anything. Okay, there's a 5. Oh, I forgot to bet. Okay, so we'll just take the profit there. I forgot to bet. We would have lost a quarter and we would have won 100. But we're going to win 100. Okay, because I forgot to bet. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's an 8. So we have a difficult point. So we're going to go $30 on a 6. Okay, we're going to hit a 7, which is always good with this. This is why I love the new pump and dump. I love it. Okay, we win $70. We'll take 75. We'll give them a nickel. All right, we coming down. I mean, we only took 75, so we keep this. We actually took 70. Okay, we go again. Okay, there's a 6 point. So we're gonna go. Let's go $25 on the 9. Okay, you bet the first one. Okay, you hit the 6. That's bad. So sometimes this happens. You don't have a chance to protect these dangerous points. Okay, you just don't have a chance to protect it. We never had a hit. Now the 9 is still good, but we're going to be off. We're just going to go to 100. Okay, we're going to hit a 7 again. That's what happens if you don't protect the don't pass. Okay, it happens a lot. I get all these idiots that talk to me like, oh, you protect you waste your hops. These people are morons, man. They don't even play for a living or nothing like that. They're just morons. Okay, we got 300 there now. Okay, there's a 6 point. Okay, this goes here, and now we're on level 3 now. So you can't start with a quarter. You have to start with 75. Okay, you're on level 3. Okay, and you're just getting unlucky because you keep hitting your point before you even hit anything or get anything established. So the don't pass, sometimes it will be dangerous. Sometimes it will be very dangerous. A lot of times when you have systems like this that go up 400, yeah, you better put something on a 6143. You better do it. Okay, there's a 538. Okay, I would rather lose $50 than lose 400. Okay, so now we had an 8 point, and now I'm on level 4. So my first wager is 100, but it's really 120 because I have to cap this 6. Okay, so here we go. Okay, that's a 5. Okay, so I've got to go up higher now because pump and dump inflates as it goes. So we're going to go 150 on a 9, and I'm going to hit the 9. Okay, so I'm going to get on this right here. This is going to pay me. Bear with me. Okay, and then 70. Okay, so I'm going to get a total of 100, 75, 180, 190, $210 for 150. Okay, so we'll rack that up. All right, now we're going to come down on this. Remember, we have 400 over there. All right, the problem is we have a horrible point that's very dangerous. We can't screw around, guys, and keep this money up and keep going. There's no way. You will get murdered like that. So you've got to put $350 on that 8. You have to do that. Okay, there's a 6. There's another 6. There's a 9. There's another 9. A 3. And there's an 8. See what I'm saying? You cannot screw around with this kind of money, and you're keep rolling. You're just rolling and rolling and rolling. You just cannot do it. Okay? That's why I always tell you guys remember, I used to never tell you never play a don't pass, because the way that people will play it is wrong. The don't pass press is the way you play it. But, and another thing on the don't pass press, we're going to go backwards a little bit. If you get up, let me tell you the benefit of this don't pass. When you get points of 4s and 10s, once you get your hit on pump and dump, you're in a really good spot with 4s and 10s, because you're just going to put 200 here. And you still have a chance to win 200 by throwing a 7. But you can't lose. So that's where this starts shining, okay? But if you use the don't pass in the wrong way, which everybody does, that's why the casino loves that you're on that, because you just keep rolling, and guess what? I call it a landmine. You guys know that. You would have lost again. You would have lost again. So 1, 2, 3, 350, okay? $350. Let's see if that gets all our money back. $56. Yeah, you actually make $6, but we're just gonna break even. Okay. All right. So we don't lose anything there, and we keep the money that we earned, and because of that, we're gonna bring it down one level, and now it's on level 3. There's 300 there, and yes, I'm gonna put a quarter 6, 1, 4, 3. That's too much money to lose. Okay, there's a 10. Now that's perfect point for what we're looking to do. If that ain't worth $50 to you, because if you throw a 6-1 or a 4-3, which is the most likely number, you're going to make $50. Do you understand that? You actually would make $50, because you would lose $325, but you get paid $375. And now you have a 10 point. You have a 10 point. Where you're going to get 100% of 300 now, minus the 50. So you're getting $250 if you throw a 7 before a 10. I'll sign up for that deal any day of the week. Okay? Now, you have 2 options here. You have 300 over here, right? You have 2 options with pump and dump. You either start your pump and dump system and try to get a hit, and as soon as you get the hit, you immediately put $150 on the 10. Or you say, screw it, I'm not going to play pump and dump. I'm just going to go ahead and put $150 on the 10 and go for the $150 if a 7 comes. If a 10 comes, I'm breaking even. All right? So what we'll do, we have plenty of money here on, we're going to take our chance that we don't throw a 10. Okay? Now, if I was down money, which actually I am down a little bit, so we're going to go for the free 150. Okay, no. Here's what we're going to do. We lost 50 on protecting this, right? We're going to try to get that back. I'm going to put $60 on the 6. Okay, I got $60 on the 6. Here we go. Okay, I hit the 8. Okay, now I'm going to put $75 on the 5. Okay, here we go. And I hit a 7. All right. So let's analyze this. I've got 75. I got 100, 125, 135. It actually worked out better by $15 than putting 150 on the 10. So it worked out the same for us. Okay. We had a chance. If we would have hit, we would have been better off if we hit the 5 or the 6 or the 8. I mean, whatever we had, the 5 and the 6, I believe, right? If we would have hit that, we would have got like $70 or $105, and then we would have did the 150 on the 10. Okay, we get to keep. So basically, we lose this, okay, but we get 300. This is the strength of pump and dump right here. You got to learn how to do it. So what's that mean? We get to bring it down to 200. Okay, we're down to $200. Okay, I'm not going to protect 200. Okay, there's a 6 point. We're going to play pump and dump. Okay, I'm only going to do $30 on the 8 right now. Okay, I hit the 7. Fine by us. New pump and dump loves that. Okay, I'm going to get 200. I only lose 30. Comes down. Okay. All right. Now, you could press your wins right here. You could copy the don't pass press. You could copy it if you want to. There's no rule to pump and dump. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. Whatever you think would work for you to win and get out off this table. The faster that you get off the table, the better. Okay? So, but we won't do that. We're actually going to reduce it to 100. Okay? Here we go. Okay, there's a 9. And we're only going to go $30. And we're going to attack our 6 and 8 first because they're open. Okay, there's a 10. Okay, we're going to go 60 here. Okay, there's a 5. Okay, we're going to go 75 here. And there's an 8. Okay, there's a 5, 3, 8. You get $70. 75, we'll give them a nickel. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to come down. Pump and dump always comes down after it wins every single time. Okay. Now, every once in a while, if you get yourself in a jam, maybe you go for 2 hits. Maybe you start getting back a little more money and you need 2 hits. Okay. Or you press a win on the next don't pass. Okay. So the 9 against $100. Well, that's very simple. $75. Okay, there's a 7. Okay, you're going to make $25 more. Okay, you get to keep the 75. There's your 100. There's your 100. And you're down. So you did good with that shooter. Okay, so right now we actually have a profit. We're in profit now. Okay, here we go. There's a 9 again. Okay, we're just going to go $30 because we're only on level 1. And there's an 8. We hit our 8. We only get 1 hit on pump and dump. That's it. Okay, 35. We're coming down. We've already made our profit. Rack everything up. Protect the 9. How do you protect the 9? We just did. $75. Can't lose. Okay, hit the 9. You would have just lost $100. You would have just lost $100. Instead, you keep the $35 that you had, and you're going to make $5 more because you get 105 and you lose 100. Okay, so instead of losing your profit of 35, you actually made $40 on the shooter, and you did not lose the 100. You would have lost 100 and 135. Instead, this is why playing like this gives you an opportunity to beat the casino, okay? We didn't win a lot of money. We won 100, 200, $235, okay? It's not a lot of money, but it won. That's what it's built for. Get in, get the hell off. Get in. These are not designed for big money strategies, guys. I have personal things that I do not show you guys. I'm being honest with you. I don't need to go to a casino and say, I'm going to play this strategy and just play this strategy. Do I do that sometimes? Yeah, I do it for fun when I know I have a good strategy that I can play. If I start feeling that I need to abandon it, I'm going to abandon it. If I see the table doing a certain thing, I'm going to do that. But guys, I have ways that I play that I don't really show the public, man. I got ways that I don't need any strategy. I can win $350 so fast, make your head spin. I don't show you those kind of ways, but they involve the hot bets. So I'm just telling you the truth. But I try to give you guys the best possible ways to win, because not everybody's a professional craps player, man. You know, you guys just like, a lot of you guys just like the game and you want the best opportunity to win. And I don't blame you. I do not blame you. All right. So, guys, I'll let you decide which one's the champion. You know, I'll let you decide. But you got two really good systems there. Like I said, Monkey Boo is a little too vulnerable. It's too vulnerable to the 7. It's gonna catch up with you in the long run. I tell you guys the truth all the time, you know. So I would focus on the 2 that you just saw me play. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We're moving on to something else on the next video. You guys have a great day.